Hello, everyone. Fred Davies here with The Wholesome Life, and today I want to talk to you about pain. And pain, interestingly enough, is just a red light. It's nothing more than that. It's just a red light. And so that when we have pain, we can take that red light and we can make it effective to help us solve that pain. So first, let me share a screen for a minute and go through just a couple of slides so that we've got that red light with pain showing us what to do. You really are the solution in pain, because when you have pain, you know that there's something wrong, that there's an issue with your body, and that you actually need to take care of that. A story to start this. What is pain really? That red light on the dashboard of your body that says, help me with something. So we taught a class some time back, was talking about pain and mentioned this analogy. And one of the members of the class says, I just have to tell you this story because that's exactly what happened to me. She had bought a new car. This new car had some problems. And the problem was that the mechanics at the dealership really didn't understand the problem. And so they didn't fix it. And this was the third or fourth time she brought it in. And she was getting a little bit frustrated that the light was showing on the dashboard and she could hear a strange noise in the back of the car and it wasn't being fixed. She'd go to the dealer, the light would go off for a day or two. Next day it'd come back on again, and she was back in there. Well, it was obvious to the team that was there in the dealership that she was getting a little frustrated at their lack of competency. And this old mechanic that had been around a while says, I've got you, ma'am. By the way, this is a Friday afternoon at 4:30. They are all wanting to get out of there. They don't want to start something new. He says, I've got you, ma'am. And come to find out later, the rest of the story, I'm going to tell it as if it happened and she knew it right then. She sat down in the waiting room. He took her keys and took her car back in the shop. He sat down, smoked a cigarette, drank a cup of coffee, disconnected the dashboard light, drove it back out, put it in front, said, your car's all fixed, ma'am. Here's your keys. And she happily drove away. Well, happily until the engine completely seized a short time later because they didn't know what they were doing. And she was back in there having an engine replaced at their cost because they refused to do their job right the first time. So what does it take to solve your pain? Because that light on the dashboard really is just telling you, I need something. I need to know what's wrong and I need something. So let's just take a look at first priority. What's the first priority? Find the cause. Most causes are actually spiritual, emotional, or mental. Interestingly, most causes are that. And when you search for and clear the cause first, what happens? Then it's solved. And then all you're doing is repairing the physical damage that was caused by that spiritual, emotional, or mental cause. Yeah, some of you will be shaking your head that see this video later and going, what? A spiritual cause is causing me physical damage, or an emotional or mental cause is causing me physical damage? Yeah, there's multiple books written on it. And that's been my experience with clients also, is that physical causes are the secondary cause. It's what we think, what we feel, or our attitudes towards God or towards our fellow man that actually caused the damage, the very beginning damage. So what happens when you don't remove the cause, but you actually just treat the symptom? Well, let's talk about another story. I have somebody I know, and I won't mention names because they are dear friends and family, but they went in for a open heart surgery. And then what do? Cut in, cause all kinds of damage, cut through the sternum. And this individual doesn't respond well to opioid drugs. Can I put it that way? So he's in a lot of pain. And they keep dumping the opioids of various kinds on him. And for him, for some people, it makes them vomit, makes them really nauseated and so forth. They're actually kind of an allergic reaction to it. For him, he got violent. And so he was uncooperative. He's hitting nurses. His family is in there saying, don't give him any more opioids. It makes him nuts. And they kept giving it to him. Well, once he got released from the hospital, he's trying to manage the pain, and it's not healing. The wound in his chest isn't healing. The pain's not going away. And I suggested try Mullein for the pain, because Mullein not only is a strong pain reliever, it has narcotic strength pain relief properties, but Mullein also helps the healing process for so many things. Well, after a long time of trying all the other methods, he decided to try the Mullein. And amazingly, within just a few days, his pain had gone down immediately, because that's how Mullein works. And his wound started healing, and he started healing overall. So that's what happens when you don't remove the cause, but you treat the symptom. You just keep having pain, and may cause some other side effects. How do you know what the cause is and what is needed? I use, and I teach all of my clients to use muscle testing so that they know the best approach for herbs, food, exercise. It's specific to you because you are the one that's in charge of that. So do you already know muscle testing? Do you already use muscle testing for yourself? If you don't, this is not a class on muscle testing. This is a class on how to take care of pain. And knowing the cause is the very first piece of knowing how to take care of that pain. And you have to be in charge of that cause. I can help you, absolutely. If you want to pay every time you have a pain to come to me, and I'll troubleshoot it with you, and we'll find the cause and help you learn the process and help you learn better nutrition and all the rest of those things. But you really need your own troubleshooting tool. So you can talk to your body and you can listen to your body. Muscle testing is just yeses and nos. You have to be patient. You have to ask the right questions. It does get there. It absolutely does. You can learn muscle testing for free at thewholesomelife.info that shows here on the slide. And just look for the little bunny with the one ear up listening to himself or herself, and then click on the link. I want to just show Mullein for 1 second and what it's good for, and then we're going to close this broadcast, because this is meant for you to gain a knowledge, and then you can come to one of my classes if that's beneficial to you. So Mullein is good for pain. Mullein is good to hydrate and cause the cartilage to be slick again, so it's not so painful when joints and back moves. Mullein is known to guide bones into place and to help heal and rebuild glands. Mullein helps heal and rebuild the lungs and speeds the healings of wounds, and also does all these other things. Mullein flower oil, earaches, amazing, middle ear infections, coughs, bronchitis, and so forth. You can be in charge. You can stop the pain and create a body that's not in pain and be completely in charge for yourself. I just wanted to say thank you for taking a look here. You can repair it. You can stop the pain. This is Fred Davies with The Wholesome Life. You can learn more at how to contact me at thewholesomelife.info. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time with a short video on how you can take care of your own body.